Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Who you got, Joe?
I'm going with Rollins on this one because I don't think if anything, if this thing is going to boil over anytime soon with an Ambrose win, it's going to have to be for the case. Um, to give it some like finality to it. I think that would be the only case in which it would be final. But Rollins needs the strength to cement himself as part of. Rollins needs to win to cement himself as a viable member of the Authority. Not that he's not, but he needs to show that he's a bigger. He needs wins right now to make sure that he's a formidable force. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But do you think that he needs to win on his own accord, or can he win with the help of someone in the Authority, say Kane or anyone else?
Well, he's already done that. I mean, he's already got wins like that. I think this is probably where it's going to come out, where he does win on his own. I mean, I'm not going to say that there's going to be some hijinks, but I don't think Kane's going to be attacking or Orton's going to be. Definitely don't think Orton's going to be attacking. They've got too much to do with the championship later that night.
Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Joe there. This has to be Rollins' standout moment where he could show he can get a win by himself, and that the decision Triple H made to bring him into the Authority was a good one. Where this puts Ambrose, I'm not terribly sure. Ambrose can take a lot of abuse. He can take some losses and still be okay because he is fighting the Authority, and he's painting himself in the way that he's not quite like Cena with the hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up thing, but he is showing himself to be resilient, persistent. He's showing that focus, that mad dog focus on that single goal, and I think that resonates with the crowd. I'm just not sure at what point that starts to wear thin with the audience before Ambrose has to start changing things up and start getting some wins here. But here at Battleground, I think Ambrose can take a loss and put Rollins over as his own man within the Authority.
Dinosaur Lee, jump in here. What's your thoughts here?
I'm with Nick on this one, but if Ambrose has to lose, I'm thinking Ambrose is going to lose, and he's going to lose huge. I think he has to be smashed into the ground and basically converted into a fine paste. And I think that's how I think if Rollins destroys Ambrose through sheer brutality, and in the end maybe actually resorting to not necessarily cheating or through a ref bump or something, kind of gets a fishy ending and ends up just beating Ambrose into like an unconscious mess, that makes sense. And I think if Ambrose played that up with like Wild Abandon, basically what I think would work is at the beginning of Raw when Ambrose got smashed into the concrete, which by the way, Cell's getting thrown into a concrete wall like nobody's business. If they pull something like that out and Ambrose is like, is that all you got? And then just Rollins just beats the tar out of him. I think that could help Ambrose play that kind of like crazy, I got nothing left to lose kind of character, and could really help Rollins cement his heel status and make for a solid run with that case.
Yeah, overall, I'm with you guys at least on these picks, and I think just about everyone is, especially in the live chat. Rollins wins. It seems like the right move. Sure, we would love to see Ambrose get one over, but Battleground doesn't necessarily seem like the spot to do it. SummerSlam would. Going back to the initial reaction to this card, how many people see this as a filler pay-per-view. Technically, it is because it's the pay-per-view right before SummerSlam. So, an Ambrose versus Rollins match, yeah, I think it's going to be a great match, possibly match of the night. But what happens at this match, I don't want to end the feud. I want to see this feud continue, and I think the better story is to have Rollins win and Ambrose get his ultimate revenge at SummerSlam.
TW Podcast.